when you're getting older and when you've gone through many breakups already, somehow alam mo na how to navigate the process, but it still hurts the same or sometimes even more.
So Bea, which part of the farm is this and what do you like best about it?
This is where the kubo is, the nipa hut, and this is where the vegetable garden is. I love it because dito talaga nangyayari yung farm-to-table action. So we would harvest from the vegetable garden and then we would cook it here.
What are your fondest memories here?
Well, this is where I usually do my vlogs. Pagdating sa mga cooking vlogs dito namin, talaga showcase namin yung Filipino aesthetic ng farm. And also, sometimes we set up a table over there and then dito kami nagbubudol fight.
Where does the love for cooking come from?
I guess from my mom because she's a good cook. Also from my lola. I remember when I was young, I would always help in the kitchen.
Which food reminds you best of home?
That would be caldereta.
How do you maintain a balanced diet and what does your fitness routine look like?
I love to eat. I love food, but I try as much as I can to eat healthy and eat clean. And I also work out at home. I have a gym at home. In fact, we have a gym here at the farm. But most of the time, I run around the farm because it's better.
Can you tell us about some of the farm activities that you do here?
To tell you honestly, I don't do a lot. But whenever I'm here, I would always go around and then sometimes I help with the pigs and feeding yung mga sheep namin, yung goats namin. But pagdating sa house, medyo natatakot ako sa kanila because they're much bigger. So most of the time, I just go around and make sure na na-attend lahat ng errands or whenever I'm here, I usually look for things to do or to develop. That's my job here. I'm more of a visionary than a doer. Do you want to go back to the house?
Yes. Bea, how has your perception of body image changed over the years since you entered showbiz?
When I was in the beginning of my career, I was always insecure about my body. Syempre because they would always compare you to other girls, like your peers. Kasabayan ko sina Anne, sina Angel, and si Angelica. They're like the three of the most beautiful girls in showbiz, or three of the most beautiful girls I know. And so I told myself, maybe I'm not the pretty one or I'm not the sexy one, but I have to really hone my craft and at least one of the good ones, at least be one of the good ones.
Okay.
But eventually, as I got older, I learned how to be more comfortable in my own skin. I know I have my own strengths and that beauty is subjective.
What is a negative self-label that paralyzed you before and how did you overcome it?
People used to tell me that I was really big and that I was the fat one. But then, of course, I did something about it. I exercised. But of course, there are times that I overindulge and it still happens. But right now, I'm more conscious. But it's not only because of how I look, but also because of my health. Because I'm getting older. I'm in my mid-30s now.
When facing a crisis, how do you handle it?
With grace. I reflect. I look within myself first. See kung saan ako nagkamali. How am I going to overcome it? And how do I not do it again? Or subject myself in that situation. But it's not in my nature na manisi ng iba. I make sure that I look within myself first, reflect before deciding or before speaking my mind or speaking my truth.
you at this point in your life?
I would say I'm very okay. I'm in the process of rediscovering myself. I know it's cliche, marami tayong parang after like a huge life-altering experience, yun ang naririnig mo sa mga tao. But it's my truth. Yes, I'm rediscovering myself, meeting a lot of people, reconnecting with my old friends, finding new hobbies, and also focusing on my job and focusing on myself.
How happy is your heart from 1 to 10?
My heart in general? That's a very hard question. 7? 8?
Is moving on easier with age, or do heartbreaks hurt the same?
It really varies, like from the experience. How were you hurt? Iba-iba kasi klase yung pain at iba-iba rin yung pinanggagalingan at iba-iba rin yung dahilan. When you're getting older and when you've gone through many breakups already, somehow alam mo na how to navigate the process, but it still hurts the same or sometimes even more.
Given all that you've been through and knowing what you know now, what do you want to tell yourself?
Hang in there.